I have big news. Big news. I now have 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify. 1 million monthly. Oh, MJ Wemoto. Thank you so much for the super chat of $12. You are now, come on. Tana was the stream royalty for 10 minutes. Well, we have a new stream royalty. MJ with $12. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the show. As I was saying, we now have 1 million people listening on Spotify. So 1 million. Can you imagine? Like, it's funny because we hear so many big numbers that people don't even realize what 1 million people is. Listen, think about how many people you call in the whole year. How many people you talk to on the phone that are your friends, close friends, not close friends, etc., etc. Imagine that. Maybe you have like 50 people. Now imagine 1,000 people. 1,000 people is a lot. But now you have 1 million people. 1 million different people listen to my songs in a month. Every month, there's now 1 million people. That is mind-blowing. Like, I don't even know when it comes to, oh, Jose, merci beaucoup. I don't even know, like, 1 milli. Can you imagine? Theodore, what up? Listen, can you imagine? Like, we're talking about 1 million people. Let me look at Mixo.ai. Maybe I can have some. That's not Muxo? Oh my God. You see? Muzo. Oh my God. Let me log in. Like, when you think about it, like, I mean, listen, for some people, Dan, thank you so much. Again, thank you so much for another $10 super chat. I guess you are back to being the stream royalty now for $20. Well, all right. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Congrats to the Millie fam. I also have great news. I had a meeting with her last week. Yeah, I know. You told me that, and it went very well. Oh my God. That's beautiful. She's such an amazing artist. I did a cover. I did a Kizomba cover of one of her songs, actually. DJ Sonia Dor, congrats for 1 million listeners. Tome, congrats, Sensei. Thank you so much. Je te rappelle de mes tics de TikTok. Je les ai fait quand j'écoutais tes sons sur moi. Nous nous rappelons de tes tics. Oui. What up, Emery? Listen. 1 million people listening to your songs. Like, listen. Now, listen. I've been looking at some artists, right? I'm not trying to compare myself with, like, for example, most Zouk artists have between 50 and 100,000 listeners every month. Somebody like one of the biggest French artists, for example, Aya Nakamura, she has 9 million monthly listeners. But listen, 1 million is not far from it. It's a tenth of that. When you think about it, when you start putting yourself, listen, we're talking about one of a major artist with huge hits and a big record label behind her and all the kids behind her because she's young, right? She's it right now. She's her. And you look at your numbers and you're like, yo, I'm far, but I'm not that far. Meaning that if you are like a lot of Zouk artists right now who have 100,000 people or less, when you look at Aya, it's like she has like a 100x from you. Me, it's just 10x. And when they look at me, I'm 10x. So listen, that's beautiful achievement for me. I can only thank the listeners, the fans, the casual listeners, the one that listen every day, the one that like Jose, that touch their titties while they're listening to the songs. Hey, it is what it is. Thank you so much, Black Free. Hello, Astrid. How you doing? How you been? Congratulations, and wish you 10 times more. Listeners, listen. Thank you, Theodore. That's listen. That would be great. It's like, if I get 10 times more, yo, I can buy an apartment, I guess, every year. So thank you so much, Emery. So, let me look at my summary. You see, and now when I'm looking at my number of streams between YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify, and it's missing some places, right? I'm gonna add, but if you look at it, you have like almost, I'm approaching the 200 million streams, which is crazy. I'm approaching 2 million Shazams, like a number of people taking their phones to Shazam my songs. And let me see if I can. When you look at something going on is about to do 24 million streams. And Diamonds, 18 million streams. And Deeper, 14 million streams. One Love, 12 million streams. Something Going On, the original, added to the rest, that's 6 million. So if you take the remix plus the original, that's 30 million streams. On Dit Quoi, 6 million. Havana is 5 million. On Dit Quoi again, so added to the rest, so that's 9 million. On Dit Quoi again, that's 12 million. Question my heart, Freeman. Listen, I used to say to myself, let me see the charts. I would love to know by country. Let me see. Oops. Honduras, Nicaragua, Cyprus, Cameroon. Wow. I remember a few years ago where my goal was to make more streams than just my song Diamonds, which was making like 40,000 stream every month. And now I make 6 million stream per month. And on my way to 10, that's crazy. And a lot of it also comes from TikTok, where there's another milestone. We have reached 5 billion views on TikTok. 5 billion views. Like, can you imagine 5 billion views, and there's been 900,000 videos made with my songs on TikTok. A lot of them are Something Going On, but there's also On Dit Quoi and a lot of my other songs. But 900,000 videos, that's just the last 365 days. So that's just a 1 year. We're not counting last year or the year before, but just this year, from last June to this June, we made 5 billion views on TikTok and 900,000 people or 9,000 videos were made on TikTok with one of my songs. And like, can you remember when I was saying, yo, look, there's 100,000 videos and there's, oh my God, there's 200 million views. Now we're talking about 5 billion views. Like, listen, when I recorded that song in 2005 to be released in 2006, listen, the name of that instrumental is a Zouk Beat 211. It's a candy Zouk. And yeah, listen, I like the song, and but I didn't think it would be such a banger that I would have to focus too much on it. So what I did is, before the album come out, I put it for free on the internet. Kaysha.com/Goldorak. That was the website. You go there and you could just download the MP3 from that song. That's how the song became a huge hit in Portugal, Angola, places. And then when the album came out, I knew I had other songs, but I was like, yeah, I can sacrifice that one. And you know, when you sacrifice a song, you're like, hey, listen, it's okay. People have it already. Hopefully they like the rest of the album. They will buy the album. But when that song came out, Spotify was not even an idea. People were still pirating songs on Napster and LimeWire and such and such. And we were trying to sell CDs and do shows. And here we are, 2023. The song came out in 2006, 17 years later. This is the biggest song I ever did. Wow. So listen, this is a story about resilience, about consistency, about focus, and about drive and vision. You don't know the actions that you do today, what they're gonna do in 17 years. So listen, every action you do, make them with positivity and ensuring that you will always assume them and that you are doing it with the best of intentions. Because that's how I do my music, with the best of intentions. And listen, I could have abandoned music, right? I could have stopped making music and just be chilling somewhere and I don't know, having a job or doing something else, and maybe living my life in Thailand and choose a different path and etc. etc. And I don't know, I'm there working at a grocery and I'm cool, nobody knows me, I like my life, I'm cool, I'm chilling. And then TikTok happens and boom, all of a sudden I make 20K a month. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And people are calling me, yo, you want to do shows? You're like, yo. That's the crazy part of it. What you put out in the universe, always put them out with the best intentions.